KINO der Toten. In German, it's Theatre of the Dead. The first ever zombies map for Black Ops 1. A very popular map in the zombies community that is known to be the third most popular behind Mob of the Dead and Origins. But what people don't know a lot about KINO der Toten was that it was supposed to have been a DLC for Call of Duty World at War. And the only way to imagine KINO der Toten not in Black Ops 1 is to put it in with Call of Duty World at War. What if it was a World at War DLC? Now in World at War we knew there were 4 maps, Nacht der Toten being the launch map, and then 3 DLC maps, Verrückt, Schienennummern, and Der Reis. Now when I look at Black Ops 1, KINO der Toten is a very popular map and my personal favourite in the series. But with Verrückt, Schienennummern and Der Reis, they all have had innovations for when they came out. Verrückt gave us perks, power, Schienennummern gave us the Wonder Waff, which was the first time we had an infinite damage wonder weapon, and Der Reis with Pack-a-Punch. But if KINO der Toten was in World at War, would it have the same popularity as it did in Black Ops 1? Now, not gonna lie, this would be a confusing thing to predict, because with KINO, it didn't do too much to innovate, although it did have some pretty big innovations, like traps, the Thunder Gun. The Thunder Gun was a very big innovation for its time. But some part of inside of me still thinks it would have had a lot of popularity, but not as it did in Black Ops 1. And the reason why I'll say this is because in Black Ops 1, it was a launch map. Everyone gets their hands on it. It was the most popular Treyarch game, most popular zombies game. So everyone played KINO. Now, yes, you could get your hands on 5, but then again, you had to complete the campaign for that. But if KINO der Toten became a World at War DLC, not everyone would have been able to play it. Now that we've established that KINO der Toten will probably not be as popular in World at War as it was in Black Ops 1. So the big question is, how does this affect Black Ops 1? Now this is a pretty confusing thing to predict because Treyarch can either do a new map completely, or the simple as 5 would be the launch map of Black Ops 1. So yeah, KINO der Toten, it was planned to have been a DLC map for World at War, but plans were cut short because Modern Warfare 2 happened, so they had to wait until Black Ops 1 would come around. And to be honest, it makes sense because like KINO der Toten, it has a connection with World at War in a way, since, you know, you're in the German theatre, you know, you've got bloody swastikas all over the place. But another question is, how does this affect Black Ops 1 zombies? Does it make Black Ops 1 zombies worse or better? Now with 5, it's a pretty mixed map, and I think it's gotten a bit more appreciation over the years. But at the time, nobody liked 5. Nobody liked 5. Because the map, it was way too difficult, mainly for the earlier rounds. And it was a pretty hard time, especially on multiplayer anyway. So this could really affect Black Ops 1 as a whole, because it was either that or Dead Ops Arcade, and then by the DLCs. Like with this, with the DLCs, Ascension, Call of the Dead, Shangri-La, and Moon, they still happen. Those zombie maps still happen. So would Black Ops 1 zombies be still as popular as it was today? Well, as it was back then. And the simple answer is, I gotta say no, because not a lot of people liked 5. Dead Ops Arcade, it would be fun at first, but it would get a bit boring afterwards. I still think it would have been seen as one of the best zombies games, but not as popular as it was back then. At least not as popular with KINO. You see, with KINO, you could have a fun time with it. You know, with KINO, it was known as like an easy map, and then 5 is a harder map. And to be honest, it's probably a really good thing that KINO didn't come out in World at War. As much as it would have been pretty cool, KINO was probably best to have been in Black Ops 1. Especially since there's more replayability for 3 maps, with KINO, 5 and Dead Ops Arcade. So there's plenty of maps that you can play on for free. And another thing I want to talk about, I know this is a pretty random suggestion, but what about the thunder gun? What happens with the thunder gun? And again, this is another thing that was supposed to have been in a different map. It was supposed to be in 5. Yep, believe it or not, the thunder gun was meant to be in 5. But with that, I'll save that for another video maybe. Overall, KINO the Toten was a map that we needed in Black Ops 1. A lot of people had fun with it, more than 5. Would it have the same amount of replayability in World at War as a DLC map? Personally, I don't think it would. I still think it would have been pretty popular, but not as much as it was for Black Ops 1. And maybe it was a good move on Treyarch's part. What do you think anyway? Do you think KINO the Toten would have still been as popular as it was back then in Black Ops 1? Or do you reckon it would have flopped? Let me know in the comments down below. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, guys.